Hi, welcome you all to the channel of Life with Mavis workout session. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 pelvic floor exercises that I do after having my babies, which I also think are very helpful. Some of these pelvic floor exercises can be done within the first 4 weeks. Others have to wait after the 4 weeks, especially if you've had a C-section, because you will be sore, so you have to be very careful. The exercises would depend on your recovery stage. So many women might have issues with their pelvic floor as it weakens. During the 9-month period, we carry a fetus into babies, and these can lead to leakages of urine, and in the worst case situation, a poo, especially during the special moments we share with our children, when playing with them on the trampoline, jumping around, escaping, running, cycling, and even having a good laugh. Before we start, I would like to share with you ways of healing your pelvic floor muscles. One is to manage your lifestyle, like not participating in activities as mentioned before, the jumping around and others. Just knowing what triggers or weakens your pelvic floor, and you make sure you stay away from them. Two, be very careful about lifting heavy weight, especially when you know you are susceptible to a weak pelvic floor or a prolapse. Even if these activities make you happy, just be careful. Three, embark on a healthy eating habit. Make sure you drink lots of water, and most of your food contain fibers to prevent constipation. Four, make sure you have more relaxation time and less time of holding your baby. It is perfectly okay to nurse or breastfeed your baby if you need to hold them, but to be wearing them and moving around with them can be detrimental to your pelvic floor muscles. 5, don't sit on the toilet for longer periods, as this is a very vulnerable position for you to be in, especially when trying to heal your pelvic floor muscles. 6, make sure to use the toilet immediately as you feel the need to, so you don't have to use your muscles to push a poo, as this is also not helpful at all. Lastly, make sure you do your pelvic floor exercises. And with all of these discussed, we'll go straight into our workout. Okay, we're starting with contractions. Comfortably sit with your legs crossed and with your hands in front of you. Then I need you to be intentional enough to draw your pubic bone forward towards your vagina while you gently inhale or breathe in and hold for about 3 to 5 seconds. As you inhale, if you can see in the video, my chest and ribs region expands and contracts when I breathe out or exhale. In doing this, we build a connection from our brain to our pelvic floor muscles. Then exhale to release your pubic bone forward. By drawing in and out, your pelvic floor muscles begin to heal. Some of these pelvic floor exercises can be laughable, but it really does the job. Do it for 4 weeks or a month, and I promise you'll see results. You might want to see your gynecologist or urologist if you have severe pelvic floor disorder or prolapse, if after all these exercises you don't witness a repair. At this stage, you might need a surgery, and even with a surgery there's still hope, so don't be discouraged if you happen to need a surgery. Continue to exercise your inhalation and exhalation. The more you continue to inhale and exhale, the more your pelvic floor muscles contracts and begin your healing process. As research has shown that there is a connection between our abdominal canister and our thoracic spine, be aware to articulate and to activate your spine as it curves during pregnancy. This exercise can help you in your future daily activities. Next is ball squeeze. As you can see, I do not have a ball, but I've got a drum which belongs to one of my kids. Get yourself a nice and firm object that you can squeeze against in between your knees at home, and raising your knees above your hips in a 90 degrees angle. As you put the ball or the object in between your legs, make sure you squeeze your knees against it. And if you've got more strength to carry on, you make sure you put your hands on your thighs, then push your hands against your thigh to work your hip flexors. This may look very easy on the outside, but when doing this correctly, it's quite challenging, but very effective, and this is what we want. For the modification, you don't need to push your hands against your thighs. Depending on your recovery stage, you can just put a ball in between your legs and try to squeeze, and this will activate some muscle around your pelvic floor area. Next is bridges. Lie flat on your back and get into a bridge position to do a pelvic curl. Make sure to press your feet into the mat or on the floor to make sure you are stable. Together, inhale and gently raise your body to form a bridge, and pause for about 3 to 5 seconds. And you should feel your pelvic floor muscles lift as you lift your body up. Then gently lower your back while exhaling through your chest, coming down to your neutral spine position. And repeat. Keep pressing into your feet and lift yourself through your spine and fully release your deep core muscles. That is your pelvic floor. This is to heal you from any post-pregnancy pelvic floor disorders or even from diastasis recti. Next is wide knee kegel position. Sit on your sitting bone with your legs beneath your bum and keep knees apart. Then bring your hands down before you and firmly position them on the floor or mat. The modification is to sit on a chair, and we finish this workout together. Together, inhale and concentrate on your pelvic floor muscles, and draw your tailbone towards your pubic bone in front, and release the tailbone, and repeat. This position is also safe and comfortable for a person with prolapse. this, rely on our front and you can choose to rest your head on a pillow. Then squeeze your pelvic floor muscles by inhaling for 3 to 5 seconds to tighten your deeper core. This contracts your sitting bone together and expands your chest and ribs. Gradually exhale to release your sitting bone and relaxes your pelvic floor muscles. This exercise is not conducive for a mother who has just had C-section within the first 4 weeks. As your healing progresses, you will know when it's fit for you to do this. Continue to inhale and exhale till we're done with this exercise. We will be in a sitting position with our arms firmly placed behind our shoulders. Together, inhale and flop your knees apart and concentrate on tucking in your pelvic bone and your tailbone and gently release them. And we're going to repeat for a period of time. By so doing, you activate not just your pelvic floor muscles, but by so doing, you activate not just your pelvic floor muscles, which is the core reason for this exercise, but also your inner thigh, your hip rotation, your abs, and your back muscles. Remain in your sitting position with your hand behind your shoulders and spread your legs apart. Then tuck your right leg in at the center. With your hands on the floor, bring your hands beside your shoulders. Then lift your bum slightly above the floor while inhaling and contract your sitting bone together. Again, pull your tailbone towards your vagina for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then exhale and release both your tail and sitting bone and repeat continually for a minute. We're going to swap to our left leg and tuck it in front at the center. Then repeat the same for 60 seconds. Continue to be in a sitting position with your arms firmly placed behind your shoulders. Then inhale while moving your legs slightly above the floor outside of your hip position. And exhale while drawing your legs in. For modification, drag your leg out on the floor and drag them in while you exhale. As you drag or move your legs apart, your sitting bone draws apart. And as you move legs together, sitting bone comes together to work together to heal your pelvic floor muscles. Repeat for 1 minute. Next, lie on your front, and again this exercise is not conducive for women who have had their babies through C-section during the first 4 weeks. First, from behind, hold your right leg with your 2 hands and engage your core. While squeezing your abs, inhale for about 3 seconds and exhale, and continue this exercise for 1 minute. Now let's swap to the other leg and repeat. For our next exercise, lie flat on your back with your hands beside you and with your feet together at the center. Open both your knees apart beyond your hip position and inhale to expand your chest and ribs. Flop your knee together and exhale at the same time. Repeat this exercise for 60 seconds. Next exercise, lie on your back and put knees together and lift your feet slightly above the floor. Then pull your knees together towards your chest while breathing in and push it forward on the floor or mat while exhaling. I know how post-pregnancy period is, especially after C-section. So go ahead and relax your head on a pillow if you need to. If you can't do this exercise now, it's okay. Just work your way slowly through these exercises, depending on your healing process. For our next exercise, we'll continue to lie on our back with our knees together and firmly position our feet on the floor or on the mat. Then we will gently swing our knees together to the right while inhaling. Then we gently bring it back to the center or to the standing position while exhaling. We will continue to swing our knees together to our left side, breathing in, and bring it back to the center while releasing or breathing. And we'll continue for 60 seconds. Our last exercise for the day is mini squat. Be on your feet with your legs slightly open in an upright position. Inhale as you go into a sitting pose to protrude out your tailbone, and exhale as you stand up to bring the sitting bone together. Inhale down to spread the sitting bone and exhale to contract and lift them together. And so doing, the pelvic floor will lift up. Our breath connection has everything to do with our pelvic floor exercise. The advantage here is that we're not only working on our pelvic floor, but muscles around our hip and our back. Well done to everyone who has come this far. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. I will see you in my next video. Bye.